Alright, so I'm just gonna go over the model, and I'm gonna click the hyper shade. And then right click, hold the right click, assign material. Alright. Okay. Close that. Let's see, front display, heads up grid. $125 and 1. Yeah, so that was good. So I'm not gonna change anything. Alright, just had to make sure about the size. Okay, and I'm gonna grab that. So I've been seeing this a lot, I don't know why. And display sRGB. There. I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna bring it forward. I'm gonna grab that. Z. There you go. Alright, next. So I paused the video for a bit. I'm gonna grab the concept and lower the gain. Lower the gain. Alright. Then I'm gonna grab this. Let's see. I think I'm gonna delete the history just to be safe. Alright, so I see the names, that's awesome. So from here, probably delete the history. Okay, good. Alright, so I'm gonna grab everything. Oh wait. I'm gonna unlock. Alright. Then I'm also gonna grab the front and side views. I'm gonna go do Control G as in George, which will group it. Reason why is that check, 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 check. So I grouped it, and as you can see, the pivot point is at the base of the floor, which is important. Alright, good. What I'm gonna do is with the top level group selected, I'm gonna crank it up. Mainly also because size wise, you kind of sort of want it to be about yay big because you can zoom in up close and not worry about the camera clipping as much. See, when you scale it bigger. And also come during lighting and rendering, um, you don't have to worry so much about the lighting getting not proportionally correct compared to the size of your model. Anyway, so now I grab the drawing, then I kick it back, alright, good. Then I'm gonna lock it. This is the hat. Just gonna copy the name. Right click, add object. Okay. There. Alright, so let's fix up this control 1. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold tab as in T-A-B, and then I'm just gonna drag across down here, hold tab, and then drag across. Then I'm gonna go hit backspace, check. Here, some of these are off kilter a bit. Press R, smash it down, check. Smash it down, check. Pump that up a bit, check. Alright. Press 3. As you can see, it's a bit better. This here, I'm gonna grab the goggles, dump into a layer, goggles, hide the torso. I'm gonna grab this and this. Hair, save, hide. This and this. Eyes. Reason why as well is because during the modeling process I go back and forth. So, alright. This part here, I think what I'll do is I'm gonna press 3. I'm gonna go inside of it. Looks like we have some stuff going on. This tells me, alright, so that's 2 for that over there. 2. Alright, so it seems so 4. What the hell's causing this thing right here? 2. It's probably the edge then. Oh look, there's something here. Oh yeah, there's an underlip. Watch. See? There's another face here. So, click outside, select it again, right click, face mode. That face right there. press backspace, press 3, there you go. So helped out a bit. Go back in. This here looks some two. If it says anything more than 2, that means I have overlapping edges. So I'm just trying to figure out. And you see this part is white. You see? So, but this part is black. That means that it's an inverted t-shirt. See, inverted. Well, inside is white, so that also tells you it's inverted. And the other thing that tells you too is that if I go to mesh display, polygons, normals, Control Shift, hold down Control Shift, left click, and you can put it there. So let's see this here. This tells us, like, you see these little lines? That tells us that the t-shirt is facing outward. When you look inside, right? See how here the t-shirt faces are facing out inside. So that's how you can tell. Now in order to change that, first thing I'm gonna do is go to face mode, grab, and then I go into mesh display, reverse, Control Shift, left click it, bam. Now we're back to normal. Alright, so from there we can start to fix these. It's not too bad. Yeah, I can work with this, I think. So, okay, now I'm gonna touch up these. Okay. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna give it a display layer. Left skull, set it to reference, save, that way I can grab it. Alright, so I'm just gonna grab from the here. I'm gonna turn off my normal, showing the pointing which way, face normal, there. What I'm gonna do is Control 1, just to show this, and then I'm gonna grab all of this. I'm just gonna grab also Shift, select that, zoom in, hold Shift, select these, check and check. I'm gonna just chuck it this way a bit. This is top down, isolated top down. I'm gonna press R and do this. So again, I'm gonna undo. See, I'm gonna squeeze like so. Now you see how I went outside, out here, instead of keeping it here. That's because the programmers at Maya are lazy and they never fixed it. You hold on X as an X-ray, then it will guarantee snap. Otherwise, there's a fair decent chance some of those will not snap. Then I'm gonna go turn the Control 1. There, perfect. Perfect. I think I wanna, oops. As I rotate, I'm gonna rotate it this way. There, top. Alright, so as you can see here, here's the eyes. Now, the skull, it should be more wider towards the back. but right now it's more wider towards the middle. So um, that's the first important thing. Like here, maybe I'll grab holding control, deselect that. This here, right? I think what I'm gonna do is go into my back view. Yeah, back view. And then you see it's kind of wobbly, like so I'm gonna press D as in David. I'm gonna carefully rotate it like so, or maybe a little bit like that. Then I'm gonna tuck it out. Basically, I'm trying to get an average of these. Maybe then I'll press R. Yeah, R. There. See? Before, after, before, after, before, after. So that kind of averages it out. Then I'm gonna grab this, gonna give a bit of a pull. Grab this, press Q to move the controller handle. Give this a little pull. Just a small little nudges here and there to shape out the cranium. Again, I press Q to temporarily hide the controller. Grab this and this. Grab this, grab this. Grab this and this. See? Nice. Alright. Then I'm gonna grab this cranium. So I'm also looking at the spacing here. Spacing. Because that kind of tells me if it's gonna behave right or not. Sort of. Basically this. I look at the proportional spacing, see how it opens up. This tells me clues that something's gonna end up stretching here. So immediately off the bat, I notice this. See, this shouldn't be sticking out as much because it's on the flip side. This right here is the widest point. There. Now if I go back, see? Well, this should be the widest point though. I can still do it. So you see over here too, it's kind of wonky. I'm gonna just press R and then hold down Control Shift and kind of use my slide to slide and scale at the same time. I didn't do all of it, right? I only went up to a certain amount because if I do all of it, this is a stiff straight line, so I just do just enough so I get a little bit of irregularities. Then I have to go in, just carefully, slowly, just start to do this and then maybe pull this a bit. And the reason why is because I'm looking at the spacing, see, versus this. This already tells me I'm gonna get problems because it's getting stretched. See, it's best to just grab an edge, Control Shift, tug it there. See, and then maybe I'll also go vertex mode, yank that a bit. Maybe I need to grab these two and just pull it back a bit. Grab that, pull that, grab that, pull that. Maybe I need to grab this. Press R, then pull. And then here, some weird stuff. There. See? Also the top of the head, it needs to have a bit more mass. It's just, yeah, I gotta just get in there to give it a wider skull base, because it's not typically narrow, right? I turn a bit, and I look around, and then I see that here and here. See how it's gonna like that, so I just wanna kinda do that a bit, turn it a bit, take a look at it. Then, like I see this stuff stretching, so you're gonna wanna do this, and then do that. Then you wanna grab this, and kinda do that. Grab these two, press R, smash it, grab this, pull it up, do this, do this. Then this part, shift right click, multi-cut, click, drag, press W, grab this, yank, grab this, look around to see if nothing else got selected, backspace, multi-cut, Alt 5, gonna click, click, like here. So right now it's trying to build up the what do you call that? The structure, the underlining structure. But what that means is that you have to think of it as a skull, which is what I'm doing right now, because the skull is the mainframe that builds up the entire structure. So yeah. But right now I need to do some more cleanups around this here. Occipital lobe. Occipital, I forgot what you call it, man. Then this part here, just looking from all different angles. Like this could probably push back, edge mode, so I can just grab a chunk like so. Then this need to pull back, because if I'm looking at it like a skull, right? Very good. Then this part looks like it kind of juts out too much. There. This part, lower it down a bit. This part, pull it back a bit. This part, push in a bit. Because all I'm doing is I'm following the curvature of this, like a line drawing. And you see this part right here, right? So what that means is that what this was, it was being reused to be pushed up, but in actuality you want to do this. Like you don't want this to lose its form. Think What's also good is to grab this, press R, scale it from the center, so it kind of flares out. Before, after. I'm gonna press D as in David. With these, I'm gonna rotate it like so, kind of guesstimating it. Yank it up, rotate a bit. This part, it's a little bit hit or miss in terms of the angle, right? So I can press R. I think the neck could be a little bit thicker. Grab this, could be a little bit like this as well. See, because the neck, if you think of the neck as a structure, it's designed to hold. It's designed for being what you call fancy words of load bearing, meaning that this structure, this neck structure, needs to be able to look like that's able to hold or be the load bearing, meaning that this area here. And the way you show that is right off the bat, just giving it a bit more size or like wideness, like so. See, even right now it feels like it could be a little bit more like this way. See? Then maybe this way. Then maybe this, like that. So I'm looking at this this strip, right? And I'm looking here, and I'm looking at this strip because it's supposed to line up to here. This area here is a little problematic. Lower it down, grab these, grab these, lower it down. The reason why I'm lowering these down is that the clearance here could be just basically a little bit taller, like over here. Control Shift slide it, Control Shift slide it, slide it, Control Shift. Alright, grab this, like so, check, grab this, there, see? This here, probably needs to do a little bit of that. So front side. This here. Okay. Press 1, press 4. Yeah, this is a bit of an issue. Control Shift, slide it. So I did before. See how it's skewing down? See, now it's more leveled line wise. If you think of it as line drawings, see, grab this, pull a bit, grab that, tuck it a bit, because I'm looking again purely as a form of lines, drawing lines. See what I mean? Contour line drawings or schematic line drawings. If you think about, okay, so 1 second. Alright, so I paused the video for a bit. So see, like these construction line drawings, like here, if you follow my cursor, see, this is the widest point on the forearm. Just like here, this is kind of like the widest point on the outer surface of the forearm, outer surface. And then if you look at, say here, see, this seam line, this here, this plane, eventually in 3D modeling and even in drawing, there's a major seam line. See, even here, side profile wraps around. This wrapping around is equivalent to this, right? Or this, but probably more like this one. It needs to wrap around and go around this way. Instead of going down, probably more like this. Anyway, so what else can I fix? Yeah, these guys should be more plump. I'm gonna pop upside down. I'm gonna grab this, right side up. I think what I also want to do is pump that up, zoom in. I'm gonna grab these three like so. There. I like the shape of this skull. This part, the insertion, yank it. Some perspective. See what it's doing? Smash down. See? And there is your insertion. Press R. Smash. W. Pull. There you go. Pull. Pull. Control Shift slide. There. Grab this. Pull. I'm pulling it this way so it's kind of aligned. Then pull. Control Shift. Shift. Pull this way. Control Shift. And then here. I also avoid doing things like this because it causes pinching. So I Control Shift slide. This stuff, Control Shift slide. Slide the vertex instead. Slide the vertex instead. There. See this huge stretching gap? Just gonna pull a bit, let it taper down. Grab these two. I don't know why, but I just don't like it. There. Before, after. Pull it down. See this line? Baba. Baba. That is this. See? See? But you see what's happening here too. Like these guys. Yeah, just press R. Just freaking consolidate that. Make it less wobbly. Go grab this, tuck it in, grab this and this, tuck it in, because I actually want this right here, these guys minus that. These would to be the widest point of the skull. This right here. See my silhouette? Now I need to grab this, pull. See right here? Then I'm gonna grab here, down to here, double tap, Control Shift, slide it a bit, double tap, hold down Control, deselect these, Control Shift, slide it a bit, there. Then I'm gonna grab this and this, tuck it in. Then this is denting, pull that out, pull that in, push that up, turn, push that up, turn, pull it in, look from the top, pull it forward, turn. These guys are kind of like edge mode, backspace. Here, grab that, pull out, press 4, hide the eyes, take a look, grab, look around, clear, backspace, edge mode, press R, smash it flat, look from upside down, smash it flat. I'm doing this here and here because I'm just trying to do some damage control, make it more predictable. Side view, do that a bit. Front view, grab this and this, do that, meaning this, do that, mainly because just to get a sense of certainty, meaning that if certain points are aligned, major points like here to here, it's just more predictable in a way. See, like this and this looks like jacked up. Well, yeah, just do that. Just freaking do that. Then from the side, do that too. Pull that in. Okay, grab these, Alt 5, yank, yank, yank. What if I grab all of this, press R, just do that, right? There. Grab this, tuck that in. this is the side of the here. So this should be a little bit more like that. This should be a little bit like that. You see how this thing is missing a wall? See? So grab this, maybe this and that. Grab this, because it's like the skull is getting crushed. There. There. Pull it down. Push that in. Like so. This part is going like alright, so let's this looks a little sketchy. Grab this. Oh shit. Yeah, that's bad. Something's going on here. There. Right there. These are extra faces. Watch. See? See that? Anyway, so what I do is make sure to just grab this, beat it, there. Then this part, you know what? It's just better to just freaking bye. Oh. Beat it. Grab this, beat it. Then grab this and this, Control Shift, here. Press R, do that. Pull this a bit, grab that, pull that a bit. Reason why is I'm looking at this proportions, right? See? I guess that's fine. See right here? Grab this, press R, do that. And do that. Grab this. Do that. It's just so that it doesn't look like tilted, you know, like twisting. Because doing this starts to twist. And do that. There. Then do some of this. This part, I'm gonna grab this, press R, smash down, turn, smash this way, like so. Then I'm gonna squeeze, because I'm looking at this and this. Grab that, pull, check. Then I see this. There. So I'm just trying to fix up the mouth area. Okay, so this part is splitting, you know? So best thing to do is just kill this, multi-cut, do that instead, which is this one. so again, before it's this, now it's this. There's a reason why, because now grab this and this. This is gonna be kind of like a hinge joint for the mouth to open. So just smash it down. Grab this, pull this in, because this needs to travel all around like so. Hence you do this, hence you grab this, do that. You can press 4, grab these, make sure they're level, just press 5, like so. This might not be kinda needed right now, come to think of it. I don't recommend having the underlip yet, because it just complicates things. So I think it's best to wipe it out. Push this out, shift right click, multi-cut, click and snap over there, edge mode, backspace, grab this and this, control shift slide down like so, control shift, slide it back, there, grab this, control shift, cut, control shift, go in here, right here, fucking slide that shit, there. This, too many stinking lines, beat it, target weld, smash it there, check, grab this, beat it, slide, grab this, backspace. See what I just did? Control shift slide, 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 slide, just even, grab this, control shift slide, there, then grab these two, control shift slide. These need to be slid because it's too tight, right? And you see this needs to go up to here, like bending this way, because it's getting too close to this transitional point. Just grab these two, control shift slide, there. Now this will start to become a face mask, like so. Just like with this here, or even here. if you watch my my cursor, probably more like this and this, merge, merge the center, merge the center, bingo, pop, pop out, see? And then this slide, here, here, turn, grab these two, Control Shift slide, press R, smash it like so, grab these, Control Shift slide, grab that, press X, smack it in the middle, there. This area here, I'm gonna just like so. I don't like it like that. Pull it down like so. This part actually needs probably here. Shift right click, bevel edge, bam. Then segment set it. Fucking goddamn. Press T as in Tom. Segment. God fuck. Fuck off. 2. That way we have our seam line following. And then, yeah, check. Grab these, here, yank it down, grab that, yank it. Oh fuck. Symmetry, gotta turn that on. Yank it down, grab this, press V as in Victor, smack it there, check, check. Next, press 4, grab this, press 5, and go to the side view, press 5, yank. No, this has to move forward. So this is the trachea, whatever. So it needs to go out before, after. I'll grab these two. I think these should be closer. Control Shift, slide it like here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There. Then multi-cut for this. Click and snap. Click here. Click and right there. There. Gonna grab this. Get it out. Check. Then grab this. Hold V as in Victor. Smack it there. V as in Victor. Smack it there. What the fuck? Why is it grabbing all of it? Huh? Why is it grabbing? What the hell? Why are you grabbing both? What the fucking hell? Why is it doing both? Huh? I don't get it. Why are you grabbing both? Whatever. I don't know what that is, so that is super sketchy. Hold V as in Victor, smack it there. Again, V as in Victor, snap it there. There. Then this hole, I'll grab here. Here. Grab that there. Shift, right click, extrude edge. Just press W. Just yank it out. Like so. Go inside. Grab this. There it does again. Turn it off. Alright, so I turned it off. Smack it there. Snap it there. Then I'm gonna turn this back. Oh wait. Okay, so that one's fine. And then so we have a whole freaking mess, right? Just okay, it's under control. Grab these, chuck it there. This neck, bevel edge, segments to 2. Set the depth to 0.5. This doesn't matter. Just make it 0.5. There. So this part is kind of weird. I mean, I can try to work with it, do some of that. That requires me to do some of this. Probably grab this. Yeah, this is more anatomically correct. Like so. Slide. There you go. Grab this, yank on it, push it this way. Grab these and these, yank this so this way, yank. Grab this, yank, yank, or maybe not. Yank, pull down. Grab this, pull up, pull up. There, nice, nice, nice. Alright, so we have this crazy ass situation. And just freaking delete it. Delete it. Delete it. Multi-cut it. Click and snap it. Click and snap. Done. This part is crazy. And what I'm gonna do is just fucking, I don't know. Fuck it. Just bye bye. Beat it. V is in Victor. Hold V, snap, there. And then this one right there. V is in Victor, smack it there, press 4. Then I'm just gonna grab this and this, merge. I'm gonna grab this, this, and this. Just freaking backspace it. Who cares? Grab this, backspace it. Just a bunch of freaking lines. Then you know, man, I want to freaking combine this edge, and I'm gonna grab this, and then I'm gonna go and yank it. Oh, is this thing even aligned? I need to go and so I need the right neck. I delete the other half. Duplicate. Special options box. Instance. -1. Apply. Close. This would be left neck. I'm gonna dump it here. I'm gonna name it to reference, save, check. I feel like yank, yank, like so. Check. Then afterwards, 06, wipe out the history. I'm gonna leave this alone for now. I mean, it doesn't even matter. I'm gonna wipe this out too. Fuck it. Oh, it won't let me. Maybe if I turn off the reference. No. Maybe the top group. Seems to be okay. Yeah. Anyway, grab this and this. Actually, I'm gonna grab I need to get rid of these now. I want to combine this. save. Shift. I'm gonna shift right click, combine, made all this crap. It dumped it outside of my group. Guess it didn't like it. Delete history. And now it's the leftover transform nodes it made. It's gone. This is now the main mesh. Right, neck and head, check. Shift right click, merge. To press G as in George to merge. Merge. What the hell? Merge. Why isn't this goddamn merging? 2. Merge to center. What the? God damn it. Shift right click. There. This one as well. Press G as in George. There. Check. Very clean. Very, very clean. Alright, let's rock. This right here, G as in George. This right here, G as in target weld. Target weld, check. There. Alright, so let's see what else I can do to try to see. That's the thing in 3D land. Delete history. Next, edit, do special. Control 1, I select. My pivot point is here. I gotta press D as in David, hold X as in X-ray, grab from the handle here, bop, 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 bop. Let go, press W. Then I can do a negative X. Instance, -1, double check, double check, double check, double check, apply, bam. Alright, so then grab this, Control Shift, slide it up, slide it this way, slide it up, slide this down. I'm just looking at the faces, right? It tells me a lot of clues, like here, yeah, but maybe a little bit less. Do that. Then over here, and this right here, Control Shift slide. There you go. There you go. Then, here. Then, multi-cut. Click. Move the camera. Click. Click. W. Grab that. Yank. Give it some strong neck muscles. Here. Grab this. Here. Here. Grab these two. Here. Next. Grab this, yank on it. Like so. So we're carefully rebuilding the skull. This is literally like reconstruction. Alright, yank. Then eventually, blop, there. Yank, 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 up, up. Maybe do a bit of that. I'm a little bit apprehensive of the proportions. Yeah, I'm a little bit apprehensive about the proportions. Let's see where it goes. Yeah, whatever. See, you can already tell. See, this is the, this is the freaking, this is what what you want to look for. If this is nailed, a lot of the situation is resolved. These two, because now, watch this. I'm gonna go and click. Like, I'm looking at my spacing. That's why I chose this much spacing. See how it goes tight, getting opening up, and then opening up, and then here, and then here, and then multi-cut, click and snap. You wanna go probably like up to here. Left, neck, and head. I'm gonna dump it here. Since I had to combine it, it lost it. Save, reference it, can't grab it. Where's my eyes? Turn on the eyeballs. Oh shit, looks psycho. Yeah, I gotta see the regular head. Alright, so already this tells me that parallel here. Yeah. And then why is it grabbing that shit every time? Yeah, this should be lowered. Before, after. I don't know why. My brain is just telling me to do it. I'm not gonna argue with it. See? So I'm trying to build out the. I gotta pull up my freaking anatomy. Alright, 1 second. Alright, so I paused the video for a moment. Just to share and show about this. because it really comes down it really comes down to this. And just to understand what we're, you know, aiming at. Oh, look at that. See, this is from probably inspired by Andrew Loomis, the famous figure drawing artist from back in the day. All right, so let's take a look. So as you can see here, right, there's obvious certain looping structures that wrap around like so. See? And you see this, and even the height. This feels a little bit flat though. Like here. So you can see the skull if you watch my cursor. You have to imagine like an ant crawling on top of a surface. That's the best way to understand surface topology, you could say. See, this to me feels too tall. This feels to me too short. This feels normal. See? Understandably though, you know, this is a proportionally correct. See right here. And then this structure needs to be built out. See this structure? And this right here. And this here, this is actually a muzzle. See, it's a muzzle. A lot of these things are things I learned when I took like old school hardcore figure drawing classes back in California. They talk about this. This is a muzzle, and you actually model it or you attack it like a muzzle, you know, like a mouth muzzle. See this? Damn, this is nasty. See, it's a muzzle. This is too narrow though. See, that's what I mean by creating a human skull. But see, too straight. It's all about the skull. Once you nail it right, everything starts to fall into place. It's crazy like that. See right here? You gotta build this out, and this thing wraps around. And there's a gap over here, not a gap, but that's how you get that chiseled look. You know, and here's a mandible right here. And see this right here, the insertion point. I forgot what they call this. There's a specific muscle for it. So I'm just studying it. See, all these little. There's a whole lot of information, right? Some of it you just ignore. Like this, I pay attention to this wrapping around. All right, here's the muzzle again. Okay. Back to this. So I'm just using what short-term memory I have right now regarding trying to remember. So like here, right, probably like here, here, here. So this see, just off of that one line. And then this now if you study it some more, this skull, it could be technically I don't like this shape. I know I did it, but I don't like it. Bring it back in a bit. I don't like this here. Reason why is because of this. See? It needs to have a flow. It flows into it. Feels wide. Control Shift slide. Control Shift slide. There. I like that shape. This here, something about here feels wonky. Sometimes this needs to be just brought over. Press D as in David. Move the pivot point like this. Press E, and then I can just do this. That way, just less work. There. See the structure? Surface planes. There you go. There's a side wall. This side wall. See this? That side wall. Ah, shit. See, it's doing that thing again. Attribute editor. There. So uncheck, uncheck. My account, no Clark. There. So that side wall. There's that side wall. This thing kinda arches up and down. Even different angles, see? There you go. I gotta add one loop over here later. I'm gonna leave that alone for now. Maybe I'll just grab this. Just do a bit of that. Okay, acceptable. Next. Okay, let's think fast. I'm pulling this in, it's just too freaking wide. Control Shift slide. Pull like so. Pull up. Kind of looks like a blockhead. Alright, so then grab the, I'm just gonna press 1 and 1. Okay, this one's a little bit compromised. I mean, good try though, you know, it's a good try. I see this, trying to try it out. Yeah, a little bit. Might wanna rebuild this. Alright, so back to this. So what about this, right, that I just made? Now, what I need to do, pull this, I put it down like this to get an angle, because what's gonna happen is this, dun, 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 see what's happening? It needs to go click here to here to here, right? The reason why, ew, nasty. This is actually legitimate muscles. Damn, this looks scary. See that arch? See right there? You wanna capture that. See? This is what I'm looking at right now in terms of rebuilding. See? Again, let's look again. See? The cranium structure dictates the muscular structure. The muscular dictates the topology structure of your model. See? There. That's what I mean by, like, this stuff is legit like science in a way. You know, like artistic science. See what I'm capturing? We're going from here to building out here. So now is a good time to even start pull up the hyper shade. Press tab, AI, standard, color red, Control A, wipe out the weight, base color, boom, bubba. So you click once, hold shift, double tap, right click, right click, right click and hold, assign material. I think I also want to go and unlock this side. I think it didn't apply it the last time. There, all I did was right click and just drag up, snap it up. See? There. Alright, so this already, I gotta do some of that. Grab that, do a bit of that. See what's happening? This is not good. I'm just gonna get rid of it. Multi-cut. I'm gonna dump one up here, dump one up there, dump one around here-ish. There. pull this up, press 3. Multi-cut, click and snap. There. Press W, press 5. There. Grab this, Control Shift slide a bit. There. See how it's already forming? This is what I mean by that. The edge loop, it literally helps to build the model more efficiently and more artistically pleasing, you know? This right here, Control Shift slide, see? Press 3, kinda tapers in too much, too fast. Go to level 1. Going between 1 and 3 helps to kinda get an idea. Tuck it out, press 3, click outside, take a look. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Kinda looks, still looks kind of blockheadish. Like it feels like this whole thing should go and drop down a notch. Looks alright. I don't get any red flags right now. Multi-cut. There you go. Just pull it like so. Kind of pull that. Kind of pull that a bit. This here, I need to make the tear duct. So I want to grab this and this. Bevel edge. There's that little area here. Hold Control. Do something like that. I need one without the glasses. There you go. I feel like I need to pull this up. Now it's getting too tight, so immediately I need to start pulling because this has to be done. One of the main reasons why it gets so frustrating is because this step cannot be ignored, meaning that to go and do some touch-up cleanup work like this, so that the spacing is doesn't get all jacked up between faces. See, because that helps to avoid a lot of the issues. See, right now I'm building up the cranium. See what I'm doing already? You can kind of already tell what I'm trying to do. See, even upside down helps to see. See, this tells me this guy's jutting out too much. Well, or maybe I should pull this out more so we get a more well-defined ridge, eyebrow ridge. See, even the eyebrow ridge has a specific curvature. So here, now I feel like going, yep. here, this guy has to match up too. There. So I'm pulling all this. See, this is my facial thing. I'm gonna unselect that. Just Control Shift slide this in more. See? You see how what it does to the face though? See, watch. See? Watch. It doesn't look like much, but later it plays a... later on you'll see what I'm talking about. You just have to bust up the model a bit to understand the importance of this. Okay, so this part's getting a little bit jacked up. Control Shift slide a bit. Grab this and this. Okay, grab that. Tuck that out a bit. Slide that out a bit. I'm gonna grab here to here, double tap, Control Shift, slide it in. There. And see how the neckline, see how it goes up like that. See? And see, this is where it gets all fucked up. So you just gotta go multi-cut, click and snap, click and snap. Then multi-cut, click and snap up to here. Backspace here. Control Shifts. Yank it. This part is a little bit there. See? Grab this, yank it like so. Zoom in, there's this, before, after, push it in, grab this, wipe it out. Now we start to have the neck, the nose, target weld, beat it. Oh shit. Double tap, shift, double tap. All of these we don't want. Delete, beat it. This here too, multi-cut, click and snap up to here. Grab this, backspace. No wait. Zoom in, what the hell is this? Just grab this. Backspace. Smash. I'm doing this to keep it from twisting. See, that way you have a flat plane. This is a perfectly flat plane with no twisting. Because when you look here, well, almost. Smush. Now when you look here, clean. Grab this. Smush. Now you have a perfect clean line. Alright, so we got some crazy shit going on, so I'm gonna grab that, target weld, beat it. I'm just looking at this line. See this pinch? It's because of this. See? Grab these. Yeah. Grab these two. Yeah. Grab this. Control Shift slide. Grab this. Yeah. Grab that. Yeah. Grab that. Yeah. Again, there's a reason why. Is to prevent it from doing that skewy shit that it does. Not saying you, but just modeling in general that it tends to do that. Alright, so tapered in. I'm gonna grab the front, Control D as in David. I'm gonna just put on the side over here just so I can have something to look at. Alright, so it looks like kind of heavy over here. More squat. Alright, let's work that out. Let's keep it true to the concept. Trying to keep it true to the concept. But at the same time, pull that down a bit. Only these. Press R, Control Shift, scale it downward. See? Before, super wonky. After, much cleaner. Before, after. Before, after. Then Control Shift, slide it up a bit. Pull this forward. I'll grab this, slide this back a bit. So I'm just basically getting an average read of these. See? Maybe I need to grab this. Control Shift slide. But this face here, I'm gonna have to add one. Multi-cut. I'm gonna go wait, before I do anything I need to touch these up, because if I don't touch things up and I keep on stacking lines, imagine all that work with all those extra lines now. That's why I try to clean things up before adding more things. Feel as though I could grab this, bring it forward, grab this, bring that forward, grab that, bring that forward. This here, I feel as though this thing should do that. This should do that. Then multi-cut, click about halfway-ish. Press W. I'm gonna grab this to this, just 3 at a time. Here. I'm gonna press D as in David. I'm gonna hold B as in Victor. Put my cursor here. Holding B as in Victor. and drag and snap down to there. Press E as in Edward. Let me do a bit of this. I don't click outside. If I click here, I'm gonna lose this. So I'm looking at my spacing. See what's happening? See? Now, your side drawing is a little bit different than the front drawing. See, there's a discrepancy. See, it doesn't line up. See right here? So, I'll grab this. No, I gotta grab this. Control Shift Slide. Do this. Do that. Alt 5. Wireframe unshaded. Pull this down like so. There. Control Shift Slide, Control Shift Slide, and Control Shift Slide. That way, more space means less crinkling. Oh, look at that, see how the jaw is getting literally constructed, literally constructing the jaw. This here, pump it up this way. Before, after, before, after. But you notice this too. I don't like how it's doing that, so bring it like so. There, see how it's freaking coming together. Like this shit is not like no joke. This can be freaking badass shit. See? And here it's doing some wonky stuff, so maybe manually pull on it, pull that out. This part, see how it's going? See, already right here, this is trouble. Grab this, yank it down, grab that, yank it down. That way you have some flow to it. See? Ba. And then ba-ba. And then ba-ba. See? See what's happening? So literally there's a defined technique to it, making a character head. See? And grab this, push, grab that, just pushing, not sliding, just pushing, like so. And you can see how the cranium, the side walls, is trying to get to there. See? Old school drawing. This is all freaking old school, like drawing construction techniques about the major planes. I remember seeing sculptures like this and taking classes in California. Perfect example. Oh, this is a bit complicated, but Alright, so here's some missing parts. See? Alright, so multi-cut. Click and snap. Click right there. Yeah, too close. More like here. No, it's still too close. More like here. Something like that. See, now I go through one at a time. I can just yank it down a bit. Turn underneath. Maybe I need to press 3 and then take a look. Alright, so this part's starting to get a little bit skewy. See? All from just reading off of this. Because when you turn it, see what it does. Now this part, a little suspect. There. This part, maybe I need to do that a bit. Okay. Now it's starting to look like this neck is able to hold the skull. Maybe I'll grab this and this. Yeah. Yeah. There. Maybe I'll grab this here, or maybe not. Here. Grab this here. There. See, that's why these earlobe thingamajig needs to freaking move out of my way. There. See, it feels stronger. I mean, you could try to do that. And then should we make it lower? Okay. Alright. Grab this, Control Shift Slide. Grab this, Control Shift Slide. Grab that. Look from underneath. Trying to see how much of a... Yeah, let's grab this. Just yank it. There you go. There. Trying to get that. I wonder if I can pull it off. Probably this one. Okay. Before, after. Then I'm gonna grab this, dial this back, grab this. I'm gonna look around, just trying to look at the surface contour. This could be a little bit more plump. Then I could grab probably this and dial that back a bit. Grab these three, push that over, grab that, push that back. Then over here, grab that, yank that out so you get that more of a prominent cranium, frontal lobe. Alright, nice. This red is super bright. There. Alright. I don't like the eyes. Save. Why does the eye socket feels like? See what happens? When you have clean mesh, these type of changes, see how effortless it is, you know? Versus having a whole lot of lines, and then you have to tweak those lines to make them clean, right? Whereas here, I made a massive proportional shift down, and it was relatively fast and easy because of the fact that the meshes, the spacing on the faces are nicely distributed. Slide this guy back, slide this back a bit, pump this out. There. I'm just trying to prevent this line from skewing outward and outward. You see this line here? See what I'm doing? And then here, Control Shift Slide. Pull it up a bit. Check out which area seems to be getting too tight, like here. Or maybe just pull on it rather than Control Shift Slide it. Turn the cranium, back of the skull. And this part is weird. Press R. You see how it's going there. squish, leverage it out, push it back, then push it back out to the back of the head. Grab this. I don't like how it's drooping down. Should be more like that. I don't like doing this. Should be more like that. Just following the curvature gives you all the clues to tell us if it's wonky or not. See? Right here too. Looks weird. Like, why is it doing that? You can grab this constraint so you can kind of do this. It will only move forward or back, never up and down. Constrained movement. Okay. Yeah, just smash it flat like that. So I'm gonna press 3, press R, press Q, press R, Control Shift. See what it just did? That's from the constraint scale. See, it's kind of veering off, but now it's not. Then I grab this and this. Maybe Control Shift slide it a bit. And then here, it's doing a little wonk. See how what it does to the. See how it makes this freaking stupid little cottage cheese dip. Control Shift or Control Shift slide it down. Before, after. Pull out, pull in, pull out. That way you get a nice leveraged, not leveraged, but balanced out. See how everything's coming together now. See, now here I'm gonna just grab then I can go back in, grab these, and look how easy it is to start to shape it, like how and I'm gonna grab this to this. Give a little tug. So I didn't grab these over here. Only as it gets further back, so you get a bit of a, what do you call that? A bit of a curvature, right? See? But you have to deal with this shit. So same thing. Tuck it out. Grab these. Average it out. Grab that. Tuck it out. Then press Q. Kind of look at where it's sort of look flattish. See, this right here, you could tell it's looking flat. Pump it up. This. See, that's how you can tell by looking at these right there, meaning that like this to this. But here, Control Shift, scaling. See what's happening right here? It's getting a little bit hectic. Yank it down. Here. And there's that little back of the head. And this right here as well. There you go. This, widen that up a bit. This, grab these, yank it out. Grab that, yank it out. Grab these two, yank it out and up, out and out, up, out and up, out, up. There. This, the hat is gonna seal it, so I'm not worried as much, but if he ever takes off his hat, you want to make sure that it is believable. See, now I'm filling out the roundness of your character. See how easy it is? It's easy because of the fact that I spent 2 hours just refining the base mesh, and it pays off now because of the fact that I took my time and I was patient with it. And now I'm going to go in here. Now this part, no matter what I do, there's a limit as to how much I can't do this. So there's a limit right around here before it breaks. See? Kind of makes me want to go grab this and this and this. Probably just this and this. And then grab this and this. Control Shift slide it. I'm pulling this because it just looks like too forward heavy. See? See? We're bringing more of the face forward. Now I gotta fill out the dents that it made. There you go. There. I'm gonna double tap. Deselect that. Deselect that. See, this part kind of troubles me. This part's... I have to either slide this up a bit, which I think I'm gonna keep that. Maybe a little bit more. Before, after, then I can grab this to this, press R, Control Shift, squish it down a bit, turn a bit, there. Pull this, pull that, grab this, pull it down. Just wondering what it looks like. Pull that in. Let's try to see if we can match pound for pound for the concept. Not bad. Actually making it work. Looking underneath, right, so this here is I start to see something here. See? Now this will end up being, this should wrap around this way though. Here, some things I gotta fix. This part's too close. There, that helped a lot. It even helped to shape it better too. Okay. even though it's not a lot, it will add up afterwards because I'm going down the construction lines. See right here. What's behind it? This one. I want this one to stick out more. See? Here and here. Grab this, which is down here. This is my widest point right here. These guys probably see what's happening. That's why I'm trying to fix this here. See this guy right here. See how it dents in? I'm pushing it out. See? Pump that out. Pump that out. Average out these vertices. There. Very clean. Uber clean. Come back in. Just freaking blop. 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 There. Here. Yeah, it's a little sketchy. Because if you look at the side profile, see right here, literally made that. Now I'm making this. I'm just trying to coordinate so that this here is the widest meaning this is the whitest. There you go. Not bad, not bad. Alright. Multi-cut, click and snap. This part, sometimes I gotta look from top down. I think I'm gonna go and multi-cut. There's this control shift. If you use the multi-cut and then control shift, maybe on here, this much space, right on here, control shift. And when I did that, see? Everything that we learned in hard surface modeling, applicable to organic modeling. Same rules. I'm gonna lower this down a bit. Feel like doing that. Grab this, pump it out a bit. Gonna grab this, control shift slide a bit, pull a bit, look underneath. Grab here to here, slide a bit, move a bit. This kind of don't trust right now. I mean, I do need it. I'm gonna lower these down. I'm gonna explain why. Basically, I need to make room. So as you can see, before, after. Then lower this, lower that down, lower that down. Pull, pull, pull. I'm pulling because I'm trying to follow this curvature. Okay. Then multi-cut, click and snap, click and click. And then here, something tells me not to go like this. Because it's gonna make more freaking lines. What's better is to go down like so. Yank. Pull. I don't like how this chin is pull it that a bit, pull that up a bit there. So these, I did that because I didn't want these parts to get pointy. I don't like how this thing is. Yeah, I don't like this part. Feels forced. Right. Grab this, slide it, slide there. Grab this, pull. Grab this to this, slide, pull. Grab this. Grab this to this, pull, give a bit of a gesture to the shape. Grab this, feels like it's tapering in too much. You can flare it out. So it feels more like a origin and insertion of major anatomical parts. They call it origin and insertion. That's the terminology that's used for medical stuff. Where the muscle originates from and where the muscle and or tendon origin and inserts into the next joint. Right. Yank, flare out, so it looks like there's like tendons or muscles, you know, pulling. Flare this up, flare this up, flare, pull, down, pull, 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 pull. There you go. Pull a bit. Pull a bit. This part. Yeah, I did that. good. Nice. Multi-cut. I think I want to have this thing like so. I'm adding this section here because it's a transitional point. Multi-cut. Now here I'm gonna do this. Then grab this, pull it down, pull it this way so it doesn't look dented. Pull these down like so, and now the eye starts to get shaped. This will be the middle. Now just a curvature happening. See? So it's good to not see the glasses on. You should have both glasses and no glasses. Then here, multi-cut. This, all you gotta do is just this. Grab that, backspace. Grab that. Get the hell out of my way. Oops. And here to here. There we go. The tear duct should be lower. Right, is it lower? I wonder, is it lower? slide, pull, 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 pull down, pull down, pull, pull, beat it. Slide it forward, slide it down, slide it forward. See, it's starting to take on the properties, or it starts to look like someone's side profile. See? So that's a good sign. Got this and this. Pull. It's good to look at it upside down. Pull. Something about looking at things not usually looked at angles. It tells you, it gives you a different look. If you ask any sculptor, they'll say the same thing. Any legit sculptor. See, this is the face mask, the one that I kept on talking about. And see how important it is to keep the shape. Here, this part, it's gonna turn. I'm pushing this back to make room. Looks like I need to add another edge loop here, possibly two. Maybe I can try to get away with less. Maybe I can just go merge these. Delete history. Save it. Dump this down a bit. Multi-cut. Click and snap. Like so. Like so. I'm just following the contours, like drawing. Bam. Slide, give it some space, slide, slide, slide. There. I think I need to grab these and tuck them in a bit. Tuck them out this way. There. There you go. There. here, yank, 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 yank. Extrude edge. There. Merge the center. Check. There you go. Bam. Fuck off. Then, now I can pump this out. Got that. Yank. Yank. There you go. This one, I'm gonna loop it back in, like so. There you go. Bam. Slide this way. So down like that. Alright, so this is gonna actually build build a legitimate jaw structure, literally a jaw structure. Bone is what's being created. Bam. Grab that. Yeah. Grab that. Or some of that. Yeah. 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 Trying to find the widest point. So this is gonna, it should make for a nice transition, like so. There you go. is this? Huh. What's that about? Damn fucking thing. Huh? Um, what the frick? Man, fuck you, man. Alright, so that's pretty much the process. Alright. So try to approach it this way and let me know how it goes. Because it's coming along, you know. There. Alright. That's all I can do for now. Perhaps if I can find some time to revisit it. But yeah. Uh-oh. Gotta be careful on this one. So as you can see, it looked like it was about to get hectic, but just pushed through it, and I mean, obviously knowing what to look for, but pretty much everything that I mentioned in the classes, it has everything that needs to be known for troubleshooting in terms of to get a better model quality. See? It's a little bit, you know, forced on this end, but not bad. See, still relatively clean too. I feel like the nose should go down a bit. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm hungry and I need to freaking eat, and this should help out a lot. I'm gonna post this soon, and hopefully um, you and whomever may be watching for modeling techniques will get something useful out of this. Because see, over here. Anyway, that's a wrap. Alright, bye.